Welcome to part 5 of Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master, and if you're new here, or if you want to just brush up on the story so far, we actually have a summary of each part on our website of diceandfriendspodcast.com. There's a bit more to my intro, but I'm going to wait until a little later. So Nolan, start us off. Who the hell are you?
Why are you deferring? And to me, of all people, you know there's probably a pun inbound.
I'm just want to get it out of the way.
Okay, I can respect that. Tell you what, that was nice of you. I won't throw a pun in.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, everybody. Nolan here, playing Mo the Monk for part 5, hopefully. We'll see. It's been a pretty good week. It's getting a little hot out, though. But anyway, so for listeners, so we're in Colorado. We live kind of close to Topgolf. Have you guys went?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's awesome. But I actually learned I had a rookie mistake. When you go golfing, you should always bring 2 pairs of socks.
Why?
Because you might get a hole-in-one.
Your puns are like stealth cruise missiles. You know they're coming. You just don't see them or hear them until they hit you. Boom.
Hi, I'm Greg, and man, it is hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, today our AC didn't work, so it got to like 89 degrees in the apartment. So I had to deal with that all day. Not fun. I don't think I could live without climate control.
You're probably like, man, I should go back to the office.
That's not worth the drive.
Yeah, his car has AC. He should just sit in the car.
Honestly, I was waiting to leave because I could go in the car with AC. It was getting hot.
Yeah, Aaron and I were in Houston over the weekend. It was like 105 degrees with 100% humidity. And every time we walked outside from the air conditioning, it was like a blast of hot air to the face. Like we could not get used to it.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. I did not melt like wax, at least.
Yeah, it felt like working in a steel mill or something. You walk out the door, you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it humid too, or is it
Yeah,
dry?
it was
very humid.
Yeah.
Hate humid heat.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back to our semi-arid desert.
You guys haven't said who you play, which I find is really interesting.
After like
That's
45
a mystery.
episodes, they better know by now. What you
Fair
guys
enough.
may not know, however, is that I am one of the presiding members over at a Facebook group called Indie Fantasy Addicts, and we are currently running our summer reading challenge, which is like our biggest event of the year. We have hundreds and hundreds of readers, but here's the cool thing. Of Dice and Friends, we're counting it as a fantasy audiobook. And so anyone who listens to it gets the points that are associated with it, plus an extra 10 points because, well, what's it called when you do nepotism? But it's like not for family. You guys are close enough to family. We'll call it nepotism. Anyway, so if anyone likes fantasy books, you want to join and get extra bonus points and huge prizes for listening to Of Dice and Friends, come on over and join us, Indie Fantasy Addicts. I will be there. You can say hi. Joey, I think we snuck you in too. You've been smuggled in there.
I was given a form to fill out. I never filled it out, and then I was accepted. It was really something.
Nepotism.
Yeah, I joined and I saw that and I was like, I don't want to answer questions. Backed out, and then they're like, you're accepted. And I was like, oh, okay.
That I don't know about. Aaron?
Hi, I'm Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
And moving on.
Do I have to tell everybody who I play at this point? I mean, we're pretty
Yeah,
far
I
into
don't
this
know.
campaign.
I don't know.
I play Finian the Elf.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. It's Sarek. I play Heen the Scion. Kind of boring story, but I wonder how many of you relate. How many of you guys have actually flown our seaplanes before? Any of you guys here at the table?
have.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have.
So Aaron and Greg and Rachel, you said you
Yeah,
have as well?
couple times.
So you probably all relate to this. So I took my dad out for the first time to go fly his plane he just bought from Hobbytown. And the very first thing I told him is, you're going to crash, you're going to destroy your plane, and you're going to feel awful. That is how this will go, period, finished. And I take him out. We practice taxiing around. I teach him all the flight controls. I tell him, first thing you're gonna do is just try and get over the grass. You're gonna take off from the asphalt and go over the grass. First thing he does, once he finally gets in the air, turns hard over the asphalt, is struggling to maintain balance. And I'm just like, oh no, here it comes. It's coming. He does it for about 15 seconds. And then there's that half a second where just suddenly, boom, face plant right into the ground, breaks the whole plane. And I felt so bad for him. And he's like, I mean, you warned me, but I still feel awful. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how y'all's first experience went too?
Well, no.
Oh.
No, that didn't happen to you, Aaron, for a few more.
Yeah, I actually
times after that.
I actually have enough knowledge of the basics of flight that I didn't actually crash the plane the first few times out. It's when I started to get comfortable. So the first time I crashed it, I let it drift too far downfield and it hung up in a tree. And somehow miraculously, it didn't actually stay in the tree because that would have been really awful. You can't get one of those out.
Oh, yeah.
But it put a couple holes in the wings. And then the second time, the one that was sort of like the time to replace the airplane moment was I was out with my son and we were doing some aerobatics and I did a couple of loop-to-loops too close to the ground. And on the second one, I did the first one, it was perfect. And then instead of like releasing the controls, I kind of, had one of those like cramp in the thumb moments and it did a second loop and just went boom, right in the ground, nose first.
Oh, yeah.
Crushed the airframe. Yeah.
Mine was just a cheap toy one, so of course it crashed it a bunch of times, but it was like styrofoam, so it didn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
I think I hit a tree like 20 times and then it finally like lost her propeller.
That's pretty darn good for those things.
Is this a metaphor for part 4?
You know what? I'm going to pretend like I'm deep and understand
okay.
things like that. Yeah, of course it was.
Joey, were you going to come back for the rest of your intro that you said
No,
you were
not
going to come
yet.
back for?
Oh.
Really? But I need more time to figure out a toast.
Oh yeah, I didn't say what character I'm playing. I'm playing this goblin who just got his body back after stabbing some fruit, and now he's ready to go kill some gods.
Soul Render, is that you?
Here's to high winds and mermaids.
High winds and mermaids?
I don't know. We're going to be on a boat in the next episode, maybe, possibly. Then again, we did tear through reality. Whatever. Here's to hopefully not dying. Cheers.
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 We can all cheers to that. Chapter 44. P aspirand enye j schwa na 0 paudal nasal exclamation point umlaut p.
What?
I'm not typing that.
You just made it up on the spot, didn't you?
Okay, I didn't have a stroke. Here's the other part of my intro today. There's something you should all know. This episode was written by our celestial and deity patrons. I had many of them submit a single sentence for this episode, and I just connected the dots between all of these sentences to form this episode.
Wow.
Okay.
Did you just Mad Lib an episode of Dungeons
Basically,
and Dragons?
That's
yeah.
cool.
Oh, wow. Hey, you know what I just realized? Didn't we go up a level last episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nolan, aren't you and I supposed to do our dumb?
Oh, we are supposed to roll.
we didn't do it in our
wait.
intro.
I'm rolling with you. Let me
All
grab my
right, come on in,
D12.
fellow idiot.
All right, here we go.
I got a 1. I can re-roll,
can
that,
re-roll
right?
that, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I am already so squishy.
But do you know what you can't re-roll?
What?
A 3.
About a 4, perfectly average.
I got a 5! Yay!
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's fantastic. Tana rushes through the tear in reality, dragging Finian behind. Shortly after, Mo emerges through the rift, carrying JR and Heen over his shoulder. Tana and Mo. Behind you through the tear roars the erupting and collapsing Mount Orem, rapidly filling with boiling lava. Before you is a surprise. Stars twinkle in the night sky above, but the land itself is near impossible to describe. I mean, I'll try to. Everything you see is everything, randomly cobbled together in ways that make your head hurt. Iced over volcanoes, angry fields of purple grass, flooded deserts filled with dancing pine trees, and inverted, furry mountains that grow downward from the night sky.
That was horrible.
It only takes a few moments to realize that it's best to not look too hard, lest you start taking psychic damage from trying to comprehend the incomprehensible.
Wow.
So your gazes return to each other and your 3 unconscious friends. What do you do?
I guess my maniacal laughter abruptly cut short because at that moment I realized that 3 of our friends are unconscious.
Yeah, I'm kind of panicking right now, so I think I can't remember. In D&D, can you use a medicine check to stabilize people?
Yes.
I'm going to do that. Now, how good it is?
Wait,
I don't know.
Who? On who?
Well, let's go down the line. So I am carrying...
JR and Teen.
Okay, I'm going to start with Heen.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and do a medicine. I'm just going to lay them on the ground and immediately start whatever Mo thinks CPR looks like.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'll go through Finian's pockets to see if I can't find any greater healing potions.
Yeah, because I don't have any, so I'm going manual here.
Okay, great. Before you roll, I was told that the DC of all checks while you're here is equal to the result of a D20 roll.
Oh my goodness.
So the DC of this is 10.
Okay. Where the hell are we, Joey? Questions for later. All right. Okay, I got an 18.
Okay, so you successfully stabilize Teen.
And then, okay, I am frantically going through Finian's pockets. I'm just throwing anything I find out. So, gosh, okay, jar of hornets, clod of dirt, some half-chewed mushrooms. That's weird. Empty pack of gum, something that looks like a clod of human hair. I'm not going to look into that too much. And then some really slimy thing that's a color that I can't quite recognize. Some empty ketchup packets and relish.
No. Hang on, time out. As the only human in the group, I want to know where that hair came from.
Yeah, maybe we'll deal with that later.
Maybe we should.
Aaron, am I going to find anywhere in here? Am I going to find a greater healing potion?
There's a couple of, at least 2.
Okay, so I'll
greater.
uncork the first of the 2 and I'll dump it in your mouth. And then I guess the second one, who are you working on right now?
I got Heen stabilized.
Okay, so I've given one of the greater healing potions to Finian. I'll give the other one to JR.
As you're pouring this into JR's mouth, he's not swallowing it. It's just pouring out of his open mouth.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll cup his head and just do nom 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 with his jaw to try and get it to go down. And then I'll start stroking your throat. Why are you blushing, Greg?
That whole sentence. Jesus.
Look, I'm trying to save your life, okay? And also trying not to look around me too much because I think there's an inverted unicorn standing a few feet away. So try not to make eye contact.
Wait, is it inside out or its horn is in its butt?
I don't want to talk about it.
JR is unresponsive. He's not even gurgling or choking on this.
Okay, then I will start doing CPR and I will start pumping on his chest really hard and fast. But I don't have to give him the breaths, do I? Mo?
Finian's conscious now.
Yeah,
right?
you
Okay.
wake up and you see this
Well,
scene.
basically, you would see me hunched over JR looking like I'm humping him.
I walk over to her. What are you doing, Donna? Move away.
Okay. Joey, why are there toes with... Wow, I was going to say toads, but why are there toes with 3 eyes down here?
Why not?
Okay, they have fungus.
Perfect place for Finny.
What have I done?
I'm going to do a medicine check.
All right, the DC for this is 6.
I passed.
He's dead.
What?
Oh, wait, what?
JR, you wander through Legal, its fog acting as a mirror that reflects the many conflicting aspects of your life back at you. You see the trickery of your youth when you followed Walker in his petty schemes, yet you see the truth held in the years you spent at the academy where you learned and grew. You see the malice that Soulrender fostered in your heart, battling the mercy you hoped to achieve. And you see the solidarity you found with the Noodles and company, alongside the solitude you've recently felt among them.
I will smile at the happy moments and lower my head at the shame and mistakes I made. But most importantly, I'm going to linger on the moments with those who I'll never see again.
Your reflections are interrupted by another soul here in Legal. But this one isn't wandering. He's waiting. He stands when you approach, his deep black eyes widening with excitement as he sees you. It's an ASMR man with a bright aura surrounding him. Your journey isn't over, son. Have faith.
Orin, why are you here?
I was told to be here, to tell you that there's more to your tale. There's so much I want to tell you.
I know. I know it all. I know everything.
You do?
Oh, yes, I know about the 400-year plan that led me to this point. How I had to find the 7, the ones to replace the demigods. I know that I've been strung along my whole entire life. I was a marionette doll, and I had less strings on me then than I do now. I know about Legal, and I know who you are, and I know who I really am. And I know all the deeds that have led me up to this point.
Orin listens intently and patiently, and by the time you're done, there's guilt filling his black eyes, and maybe a few tears as well. When the Tome of Insight instructed me to wait for you here, I had thought I would be telling you everything, but if you already know, I'm at a loss for words.
Well, you can start by telling me why.
There's a long pause as he ponders that question. You said it yourself. Legal is dying, and with it, Noctara will fall into calamity. When I found out that my very own son would play a part in mending Legal, I was honored. I was proud. I couldn't rob you of that opportunity, Jacob. Nor would I ever rob the world of a savior.
Savior? I'm not a savior. Do you know what our plan is? Do you know what this 7 I gathered is going to do?
To ascend?
No. We're going to bring balance by killing the remaining 3 demigods. That's your savior.
He stares at you blankly for a moment. And then he laughs. You're serious? Do you really believe this will work?
You know, I never gave my opinion on this back when we were talking about this. So, Jared will kind of linger for a second. Yes. And not only that, I think it's the right one. It's time for us to break these shackles of destiny that tie all mortals down.
The choice to do good should transcend our own biases, and anything else is cowardice. If you truly, truly believe that you can heal Legal that way, then so do I. And if you can accomplish it without risking the creation of 7 new demigods, well, you're every bit the hero I knew you'd turn out to be.
I'm not a hero.
I think you are. I know you are. You may never forgive me for what I've done, Jacob, but know that I am so proud of the man you've become. I wanted so badly to tell you all this when we met back in Belior, but I couldn't risk dooming everything the Gathering Storm worked so hard to create, to accomplish. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I am what you think I am, but I'll certainly try.
I kind of stayed there for a moment in silence, murmuring a little bit to myself.
Finian, what's going on? Wake him up.
I'm afraid I can't.
Okay, well, what should I do to wake him up then? I've got my staff. I could just prod him with it. I mean, one side is broken, but the other side should work.
His soul has returned.
What?
To Noctara.
What?
Hopefully, since you've taken him to this place.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, because now I'll kind of start taking the setting. Wait, where the hell... Where are... JR's dead?
What?
I cannot do anything with his lifeless body now. His soul has departed.
I'm going to just walk over without saying anything and...
Oh, no.
I'm just going to pick up his bag.
Oh, no.
I'm going to start looking through it.
What are you doing?
I'm going to start taking the gold out.
You're taking the what out?
The gold.
I guess that is what he would have wanted.
holding back some tears.
What do you mean? I would have wanted to be buried with that.
I just can't believe there's so much gold in here. I'm going to turn the bag upside down and just let it pour out.
This bag, you don't know how JR was carrying this around. It is filled with gold. It's heavy. And he wasn't like organizing the gold in leather pouches. It's just a sea of gold as you're pouring it out.
Wow.
Gold and other shiny things that he's been collecting that appeal to him. The shiny gum wrappers from Finian's Empty Gum. some bottle caps. I mean,
There's bottle caps here.
It's my collection.
a handful of potions and a fist-sized diamond.
Oh.
And you remember this diamond? You took it from.
Oh, it was
fist-
from. Oh, yeah, it was back in the tower.
It was from Valir's tower. You stole it from him along with some others. So.
Fist-sized diamond.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's remarkable.
Yeah, it's amazing. Miraculously, or horrifically, that diamond shatters when it hits the soft, mushy ground.
He would not be happy about that.
My bad.
JR, you feel a gentle yet desperate force tugging your soul back towards your body. It must be your friends. Do you allow yourself to be pulled away, to live and fight instead of die?
I will turn to Orn. Sorry, Dad. I gotta go.
Oh. The tears he's been holding back all this time finally flood out when you call him Dad. I know it's not uncommon for people's paths in life to diverge. Rather, it's a miracle when they don't. Fate rarely lets us walk the same path until the end. I'm happy just to have met you. The man, my son, who will save Kythar. Your spirit races not back into the light, but surprisingly deeper into Noctara, where you slam back into your body alive once again.
Mo, did you seriously just break that diamond? That could have been an heirloom.
Wait, what? And then I'll look down at the ground and see it shattered.
Oh my god, I killed him and you broke his diamond.
Wait, how did it break on the ground? The ground is squishy!
You guys will hear a huge crack of thunder as from the sky a spiritual blue dragon is pummeling towards the ground right at you guys. For those who would have seen it, it looks similar to what happened in the dining hall of Mount Orm.
Oh, yeah, like a dragon split off of you or something. Yeah.
And this dragon spirit dive bombs into JR. And I rise up and grab Mo's hand. You're touching my gold there.
I will throw my arms around you. JR, you're alive! I thought I killed you.
I will very slowly and calmly put his gold bag to the squishy ground. Finian, you literally said he died.
Yes, he was not alive. There was no recovering him by any means I know of.
What is this place?
Where's the fight? I just woke up. What?
I'm gonna throw my arms around you too. I don't care if
Donna.
you're slimy. You're okay.
I can't fight if I'm covered by you.
I didn't kill you guys. I thought I killed you. This is such great news.
My body hurts. God, having a body sucks.
My arm hurts. Let go of it.
God. Did you put all the coal back?
Yes.
Oh no.
They just be kidding, old JR.
Wait. What is this shattered right here?
Wait, JR, what are you worried about?
guys.
Look at this environment.
We're alive. We're alive.
But where the hell are we?
It doesn't matter. We're alive. This is the best news ever.
Where have you taken us, Tana?
Are you sure we're alive? It doesn't look like it.
Give me a minute. I'm just gonna look around.
I feel like I just went from dead to dead.
I'm gonna flick a salamander with a rack of moose horns off of my knee.
That could have been Finian.
Different kind of antlers.
I have visited this place before, but only by the use of a certain type of mushroom.
Yeah. Okay, well, when I shattered this... Oh, I think I sent us to another dimension. I think
You
we're in another
what?
dimension.
There are no other dimensions. This must be pandemonium, I guess.
What?
It's dark and it's all over the place. Yes, this must be pandemonium.
I'm gonna look around.
I believe him. He can't lie.
Well,
Why
he
would I
can't lie,
in
but
the
he can make
first place?
mistakes. But now that I'm looking around and seeing that this is pure embodiment of chaos, I'm kind of nodding to myself. Oh, that whole time I thought that I was opening up a tear to another dimension when actually it's so much worse than that. We're in pandemonium. We're all gonna die.
Oh my god.
No, come on, Mo. No.
I'll plop to the ground and just like bounce like it's a beanbag chair.
I'm gonna kneel next to you, balancing my broken staff on my knees. I'm gonna pat you on the shoulder. Look, Mo, we survived a volcano, and even more impressive than that, we survived my mother's temper. My mother. Oh, my mother's dead. DM, we killed my mother, really, right?
I thought that was the goal.
You watched her die.
Yeah. No, it was the... Yeah, no. Yay. I'm gonna plop down next to you, Mo, and kind of be bouncing on my own heels.
It's okay, Tana. My parents are dead too.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna shrug, just really defeated, and just kind of look at all of you guys, exhausted. Guys, what are we doing? We all just almost died. What happened? We have a duty that is bigger than all of us, and we almost just threw it away for the whole world. This can't be the right call, right? We had to have messed up. This isn't right.
But we're still here. And we're still alive. We should have died. We should have died so many times over. JR is on like his third death. But we're alive, Mo. That has to mean something. It has to mean something.
Doesn't it just mean that we've been getting lucky?
No one is this lucky.
We are just that good, potentially.
I have been saying all along that we were brought together for a reason, and our destinies are intertwined until the end of whatever our destiny means to take us to. And we just accomplished something remarkable. We've preserved Legal for the time being. Whether or not that was truly through our own capabilities or through some form of divine intervention, which I believe, I think we are on the right path.
I didn't think about the fact that we might have actually saved Legal, but
Yeah, I was literally designed to be a ticking time bomb. I was supposed to be the sacrifice that was thrown in there to destroy the world.
yeah, make it move. What the fuck?
We would have all gone flying into space.
What happened to your mother, Tana?
Well, we were all gonna die. That much was clear. First you guys, and I was gonna be soon after. And so I channeled chaos, and I smashed my stone. And I'll show you my broken staff. And my mother, even in the end, she just wanted all the power for herself, and it destroyed her the way it almost destroyed you, and I'm gonna shove you really hard. Don't touch my chaos ever again.
Yeah, that was a bit like touching a live wire.
Yeah.
Thinking of it, perhaps your mother killed herself because she acted against who she really was. She sought all this power and control and sought to wring it out from chaotic beings and chaotic powers, but that's not how ambition works.
Yeah.
Bigger question is, why was your mother destroyed? She should have been able to channel that power. But instead, she was killed by it.
Oh, no, I don't think most tieflings are supposed to channel that power. I was made. I was made into this.
Perhaps
thing.
you did die and we all followed you. You are in the path of pandemonium now.
You know, it's true. We could all be dead.
You do at least have physical bodies.
That's true.
You've been dead before.
Yeah. I'm really hungry. I'm going to root around my pocket, and I'm going to pull out the pomegranate, and I'm just going to take a big bite out of it.
Wait,
Did you?
Tana.
Oh no!
wait.
Well, I'm dead anyway, and I'm just chomping on the
Tana,
seeds. What?
As you pull this out, I mean, you recall that Strymir warned you this would be, if you eat this while outside the grove of the ley line tree, it will be very dangerous.
Why is she sitting next to me?
Did he say that? And I'll just swallow it really hard.
All right,
I don't
well,
remember
Hey,
him.
Dad, I'm coming back.
God damn it, Tana.
Wow. Okay, well, this pomegranate, its taste is completely overshadowed by its unnatural spice, and it burns all the way down.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'd eat on Orem.
The moment the fruit settles in your stomach, you feel its magic begin to radiate through your body.
Oh, that doesn't feel good. I
and
don't
your
like that at
vision
all.
of the land wavers like a mirage.
Okay, now I'm gonna die.
The landscape shifts into the spire of a palace, Tana. Within its walls sits a gluttonous tyrant with an insatiable hunger for power and wealth. His many tiefling slaves crave death more than they desire freedom, but he denies them of both. And yet, no matter how tight his grip, all it takes is a single spark to ignite his castle. You watch as his seat of power becomes his funeral pyre. As his fire rages on, the tieflings realize they're no longer shackled by the king's oppressive rule. By unleashing the destructive power of their flames, they ended the destructive power of the king. And for the first time, the tieflings were free to create their own destiny. For this is what it means to be tiefling.
That's so beautiful.
Tana of the Fire Giant, envoy of Pandemonium. Your meta magic options can be applied to any spell you can see. In addition, when you roll on the chaos table, you can spend 2 sorcery points to re-roll the result.
I get to control my chaos a little
A
bit.
little bit. And of course, I'd like you to level up twice to catch up with everyone else. However, the literal chaos flowing through your veins isn't soothed by the ley line tree as Strymir had hoped it would be.
Oh no.
So I need you to make a DC 17 Constitution save.
That's a spicy fruit.
I made it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I made it.
That's not bad. You only lose half your HP.
Well, give me a minute, because I get to roll 2 more dice to see how much extra HP I get. Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay, all right. Hey, do you guys want to hear how hardy I am? Anyone want to take a guess at level 13? How much HP I have?
60?
62.
Good job, Joey. It's 60.
Are you exactly at 60?
Exactly at 60. Well, no, now I'm at 30 as my entire
fair.
body is like writhing in agony and pain.
Quite a bit more than I expected.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I need a healing potion, please.
Better yet, I'll cast a healing spell.
I will sit up coughing and sputtering. Guys, this is what it means to be tiefling. My chaos is what it means to be free. I see it all now. We were all owned by a fat guy, and if we hadn't used our fire and chaos, we would
Tana?
still be owned by a fat guy.
Tana?
Chaos is the answer!
Tana, did you eat one of Finian's mushrooms?
No, this time I can say with certainty she didn't. Although she was rummaging through my robes.
Did
Guys, watch this. And I'm going to cast Fireball!
Oh my
Just
god!
for fun!
Hit the deck!
It's gonna be a raging obsidian ball of chaos, and it's gonna feel so good!
I think she's broken.
I don't need my obsidian, I don't need my mother, I don't need anybody except you guys
is
and
bad
my
for-
chaos. I love you guys so much. I really do. I don't care if we're all mad at each other. I love you and you're stuck with me forever. And also, I just think I killed an inverted unicorn.
It moves as it dies.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm glad that you're getting on board with becoming the demigod plan, but
No. No,
But why would-
absolutely not gonna become a demigod. That would just be wrong. I feel it in my bones.
But why would you eat the fruit then?
You know what? Because I was hungry. Because I was hungry.
I don't know what to say.
Chaos.
You know what, Mo? I trust my instincts, and I trust your instincts.
Well, you kind of you shouldn't. Listen, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I got so mad in that volcano, but I'm frustrated because I'm mad at myself. That stupid plan was my idea. We shouldn't have went to the volcano. I don't know why I was thinking that.
You saved Legal.
It was not a stupid plan.
You saved Legal.
It was dangerous, but it was daring. The two are intertwined.
Don't you get it? The tiefling would have hunted me down. They would have found me. My mother would have found me. And for all I know, you wouldn't have been there. And then we'd all be on a spinning planet floating somewhere in space. Mo, you saved the world with your stupid plan.
Wow.
And we've taken a huge player off the board that we would have had to have dealt with sooner or later.
Yeah, now we just have 2 demigods to kill and 1 demigod to talk to. This is great news, Mo.
Well, hopefully 3 to talk to and save, but
Oh, yeah.
I just is this JR, what do you think? Is this what we're doing really? I just guys, I don't know. It feels good in the moment, right? But we have the whole sure, we removed Mardani, but what about the Gathering Storm that we betrayed? There's no way that they're just sitting there.
Would you like answers from a higher power? Guidance from one outside of this group?
I kind of do
Vivian,
just need to
no
be...
more mushrooms. No more mushrooms.
I don't know, at this point, maybe it is best to just be told what to do, because I can't make decisions. I can't do this anymore.
No. Well, you misunderstand. Being told what to do is the problem here. That's why this is a good plan.
You think so? You never actually said you liked the
I didn't think it was at first, but after talking to my dad in the dead place.
You saw your dad?
Yes.
Oh.
you were dead?
Yes, I was dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was dead.
Honestly not that surprised.
It seems to me that something or someone keeps putting us back on this path. So as much danger as we are facing in every step along this path, we keep being returned to the same path in spite of ourselves.
Guys, I guess we went so far, we found the railroad.
Hey, this was your plan, not mine.
Let me finish. What was my... God, now I lost my point. That's the point, is to make our own decision. Look, we've been... 400 years, the Gathering Storm was following some plan laid by one of the demigods.
Probably some fat guy.
I haven't met this storm guy. But he is fat.
Oh, wow.
But they were following this plan laid out for them, like we have all been doing so far. We've all just been slaves to fate currently. Mm-hmm. And I think this is how we break the chains that are currently keeping us locked.
Did Mardani slap you hard enough that you started believing in what she was saying? Wasn't that her whole thing? Was she wanted to break the chains? She wanted to spin the planet?
Yeah. In the wrong person's hands.
You don't understand. The storm giant had 400 years, and look at all the atrocities he had made. You died because of the storm giant's plan. I died multiple times. Look, mortal kind has been just constantly controlled by the demigods. This is the one chance we have to bring everyone true freedom. Break the bonds of fate.
Burn them.
Exactly.
This is not going to be a decision you can come to quickly. It took me well greater than 10 years after I realized how much of a puppet I had been to break free.
Well, look, we're on the other side of the world anyway. I think we should go talk to Mercy. But I'm going to be real. I don't like this ground with my bare feet.
Okay. Then let's let's get out of here. Let's go find Mercy. Let's cast a few fire bolts in the meantime to light the way.
I have some spare sandals as well, and I'll hand you a pair.
Oh.
Well, thanks, Heen. I'll put them on. Heen, were you just wearing these?
You see my feet on the ground? That shouldn't change them.
Guys, before we do anything, can we please have a group hug? Also, where's Stergus?
Stergus is back on the boat.
Oh, I wonder what kind of
Coastal
adventures
Forum.
he's getting into.
I think once we get to,
More information on our Patreon for that.
once we return to Mercy, I should be able to summon him. I am quite concerned about bringing him here, as you may imagine.
Okay, fair enough. Group hug? Huh?
All right, yes, let's break it in.
Fine.
Oh, come on in, guys. I love you.
It's okay, Mo, that you broke my crystal. It's only stuff. I'll help you exercise.
Last time we did this, we were all naked. Should we be naked this time?
No.
Thank you.
No. Finian, you smell.
I know.
I gotta say, the heat from the volcano didn't help. All right, group break, and I'll push off of everyone.
I may have rotted a little bit.
So I'll stand after we break from the group hug. I'll kind of just look at you guys again. Okay, well, I would say let's leave now, but you guys look pretty banged up. Should we wait here? Should we just rest?
I love this place. I think it's great.
Is it
We should stay
safe?
here and rest.
Is
Is
it
it-
safe?
It's about as safe as I am.
We should leave.
It's safe. It's safe. Probably.
It's certainly not safe enough to long rest.
Perhaps I could make something, a shelter for us? Being exposed to so much chaos and kind of finding new relationships between the mind and reality made me want to try something. And using my 7th level innate spell, I'm going to cast Magnificent Mansion.
Oh,
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
wow. How big is this?
So I'm going to focus for a minute. I'm going to clasp my hands together and really dig deep inside. I'm going to examine structures I've seen in the past. I'm going to examine memories and how they take like a physical form in our minds. And I'm going to start trying to sculpt a structure, and it fails immediately and dissipates in the chaos. I'm going to try again as I rebuild the frame and rebuild the foundation, and it falls apart again once in the chaos. Okay, I'm going to try something completely different then. And this time as I'm going to shape a door frame instead. The door frame is small and enough for just one of us to go through at a time, but as I start to sculpt it, it starts to hold its position, it starts to hold its form, and finally, as I finish the curves and I finish the detailing on just the trim of the frame, I push the door open, and inside, it's much larger. A massive mansion, a little disturbingly, one you all recognize.
Oh, no.
It's the Halloween hat. Sadiq, when he trapped us in there, left me with an excellent impression, but I assure you, it is not the same. It is the same mansion, but it is not quite the same.
Okay, because there was a monster in there that was like eating.
There was a monster in the basement. Yes.
It ate me.
There's no monsters, but there
That's
is
right, you
food.
lost an arm.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Talk about trauma.
I'm just gonna stand, scratching my head, look at the landscape, look at the door.
It is the only stable shape in Pandemonium. If I tried to make a full structure here, it would collapse.
Jerry, you going first?
Okay. I'll walk in.
You walk in, it's fancy, it's furnished brilliantly. The floors are a magnificent carved teak and well polished and maintained. There's a large table in front of you that has an entire bountiful harvest full of food. And as I see you notice the food, it is safe to eat. I was able to pull some of that. It might be more food for the mind than the body, but
I was already eating before. No, this is
all-
living, guys. We should have stayed like this the whole time.
Well, I just read the spell, so I need to correct myself. This is safe enough to get a long rest in. So
Okay.
Well,
So this is the haunted mansion. We
Yeah.
have the meats.
I'll step in after you and motion for you all to follow me.
After 20 minutes, I'll go in.
Heen, how do you prevent something else unwanted from entering the door?
I'm going to take a chair and prop it up against the door. There we go. Safe.
behind the safety of Heen's barricade, you all successfully long rest.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I needed that.
It is worth noting that JR and Heen still have second and third degree burns from the
Oh, yeah.
lava. You do still have vulnerability to fire.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you got that greater restoration spell?
I sure do. It might not work here, but I can try it when we get someplace more stable.
Can I have a piece of that diamond that got broken? I'm gonna need
Sharing
it to.
is caring. Sharing is caring.
I take the little piece of diamond. Normally I would use mushrooms, but I'm running low, and I get a little mortar and pestle, and I smash it into dust.
My eyes are just big.
we just had a group hug.
We'll need this tomorrow.
Or unless it's tomorrow already, I don't know if we've finished our long rest.
Here. There's a little tiny shard of obsidian left on my staff, and I'll break it off and I'll hand it to you.
I'll take it and throw it in my bag.
And then
Wait, isn't there leeches in there too?
Oh, yeah! My medicine.
And then I'm going to take my staff and I'm going to break it over one knee and toss it over my shoulder.
I think we all instinctively duck.
Flinch. What? Oh. No, it's fine. You don't need to be afraid of the staff. You just need to be afraid of me.
Man, Tom, you can't be making those jokes.
I'll give you a noogie on the top of your head.
You need that to cast magic?
No,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Oh.
No, not anymore.
Wow. Huh.
If it matters to you at all, your focus was your brother. And now that you realize he's not in the staff, he's in you, you don't need the staff.
Well, that's a really nice thing. I wasn't expecting to get kind of misty-eyed. That's really nice. Okay.
Take out my jar of hornets.
What? Time is really hard to gauge here, but you have your 8 hours or 800 hours of long rest, and you're good.
What?
And
What?
I don't know. It's weird, man.
Okay. All right.
But you wrote it.
I wrote nothing.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
I'm going to kick open the door and stretch. Another beautiful day in Pandemonium.
Technically, it's a beautiful night in Pandemonium.
Okay.
It's worth noting.
Mo.
It's worth noting that as you kick open the door, I assume you remove Heen's chair. You kick open the door, the landscape has changed. It looks like either the mansion has shifted or the land has shifted, but you're not in the same place.
God, I love this place. Surprises around every corner. Fish raining from the clouds. Can we stay here forever?
Well, we might have to. How do we leave this place? I like how we all looked at Fidian.
I could try to send us through the trees.
That sounds great. Let's do that.
But
Yeah.
these trees are a little different, and they don't seem to stay in one place, which makes me worried that it won't work.
What if we try and catch one?
Let's go catch a tree. This sounds great. I'm just going to start running.
Well, we should probably go find the tree because I think Tana's pretty hard set on this.
Hey, guys, I found one. Oh, no, wait. It's a bush. And it just tried to eat my foot. Never mind. I'll keep going.
I'm not going over there.
We better go help her.
Hey, Heen, I found a puddle. We can go fishing. Can we go fishing? Can we please go fishing?
There's not going to be fish in the...
I saw something splashing in there. Can we please go fishing?
Oh, okay. Yes,
Okay.
let's try this.
Something. Splash.
If I don't come back, tell my fam. Oh, I don't have that family. I love you guys.
So I guess he and I skip off merrily. Well, I skip off merrily. He's being dragged to the black murky swamp.
All right. Here's how I die, or at least lose an arm.
Well, with Heen and Tanagan, it kind of registers to me. It's Finny and JR and I, and the last time we were alone, it was a little heated. So I kind of just stand there awkwardly looking at you guys. I'll be real with you guys. I don't know if we. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what happened in the volcano. That was a little tense in there. I might have said some things that I thought I meant, and maybe I still do, but I shouldn't have said it that way. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. It was getting a little heated in there. Just I don't know. It sounded a little bit too much like my father yelling at you. It was just reminded me of something.
I mean, you called me stupid, but it's fine.
Like, well, when I was 7, me and Walker, he had this plan that we were gonna go sell these. Were little toy birds, but they were crap and they break instantly. But we could sell them for a large amount of money to gullible people. And I remember selling it to this man, and he was so happy he bought it. He was so happy he got a gift for his kid. And I just remember knowing it was gonna break. And I felt so bad when I saw him leave. And Walker saw this and he was like, "Hey, kid, you're either that guy, you're the gullible guy who gets got, or you're the guy who gets getting."
Does sound like Walker.
And I don't want you to be the guy who gets got, and I don't want you to be the guy who gets getting.
That's fair.
You just want him to be the guy.
No, I get what you're saying, and I'll be honest. I can admit that I am the guy who always gets got, but I'll be real. I don't. This is why freedom scares me. If I'm left to my own devices, I buy a rock that can find Tana by touch. This is why I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can be free, because I don't know if I'm ready to do that.
Well, being free was the reason you told Sensei that you didn't want to work for him anymore, and told him that you were your own monk. Nobody told you to do that.
I mean, I did have a new group of friends that were kind of very being politely mentioning that something was wrong, but listen, I get where you guys are coming from, okay? And that's why I'm willing to travel with you. But do you at least understand where I'm coming from? Where, I mean, like, I'll kind of look over to where like Tana and he went. Yeah,
I've pulled out something on a purple rod that kind of looks like a mermaid, but it's a reverse mermaid, and the top is an anglerfish, and the bottom has really bizarrely nice legs, and also it's smoking a cigar. Hey, can we eat this?
It's going to eat you.
I'll throw it back really quickly.
And I'll just look over there, shake my head in kind of disbelief.
Also, it seems Finian has wandered off. He's no longer a part of this conversation.
I'm looking.
I'm sorry. Did we bore Finian?
Sounds like the two of you had a lot to talk about.
True. And I think to some level, I think Tana gets this too, but I don't know if she wants to accept it yet. But I mean, like, we betrayed Ravi too, man.
You look at what Ravi's done because someone told her that this is how it's going to happen.
Yeah, but she's like a fortune teller, right? She's like a fate seer or whatever they're called. I mean, like, she kind of doesn't have a choice, right?
Exactly. She's trapped, just like you were, just like I am. Don't you see the issue? This isn't about us. This is about all mortals. We're all trapped. 400 years, the storm giant thought he was doing something good by leading everyone to this. The 7 doing this. But now we're doing something else. We're going to give mortal kind the freedom to do their own path. Look, you think the storm giant did great things? No, he had a father kill his son, and then that son kill his father. You were murdered, pretty sure, by my other father.
Wow.
And all this because a giant said, "Oh, I see this in the path. This is what I see. You got to do this." But imagine if they didn't, and they had the freedom to not do that. The point is,
right.
Now we have the option to do atrocities or to do greatness. And I'm going to choose to do greatness by doing an atrocity of killing.
No, wait, please.
Okay, man, like, I'm gonna go with you guys for now. But we got heated. I think, I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have said those things. I think we'll be good moving forward.
I'm sorry. That was misguided anger.
Yeah, we should have been mad at Finian.
I mean, I'm a little mad. Did you see what he did to my diamond?
Yeah, dude, what Finian did to your diamond. Anyway, I'm gonna like start walking towards ňÄna0ɲ.
Everyone, think of a brick wall. Quick. Mo, you're not thinking of a brick wall.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to put both of my hands to my head, and I'm going to mind blast the water in front of us. And up from the depths, as I stun dozens of these fish, come an assortment of sea creatures, all joined together in various disgusting ways. And I'm going to reach down and try and pick up one that looks like a coral snake with a fish head and a fish tail on it. Huh. And as I pick it up, it looks at me dead in the eyes and grabs my hand and starts to eat me. Help! It's eating me!
I'll grab it by the snake's body and I'll pull it off your hand and I'll start hitting you with the snake to try and kill it. And then when it goes limp, I'll toss it back in the pond. And anyway, I don't think we need to go fishing anymore.
I don't know what did more damage to me, you or the fish.
I'm sorry.
You killed it at least, thank you. And
Wait.
I still have my arm.
Finian isn't over here, guys?
Oh, you can stop thinking of brick walls.
So the snake didn't actually go in there. It's hanging half out, and I'm gonna like roast it to a crisp and ask if anyone wants barbecue. Mo?
Yes, please.
There you go.
What does it taste like?
Delicious.
Wait, I thought
It's
Finian
sweet,
was with
like
you
candy.
guys.
Why do you keep asking about Finian?
I thought he was over here. Is he?
He didn't go in the water, did he?
Finian!
You see Finian off in the distance.
He's found a few trees.
I found some trees that haven't run away from him.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were going to have to jump in the water. Well, not me, of course, but one of you.
Oh, wow.
As everyone walks over, I've finally found a tree that isn't jumping up and down or running around in circles. And I cast transport via plants.
It's pretty useful.
You find that the path of pandemonium, magic doesn't seem to stick to the land. While a portal does open, and you see just more of the path of pandemonium on the other side, and it fades very quickly as the tree warps into a different kind of tree, and then not into a tree at all, but a person who just walks away.
I yell after the person, "Wait, come back! Why didn't you help me?"
He'll turn around and turn back into a tree.
And then run away.
Runs away.
Guys, I don't like this place anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. How are we going to get out of here, you guys?
Guys, I think how we get out of here is we just pick a random direction and go. Because
It's better than just standing here.
This is just like chaos incarnate, right? So let's just pick a direction
When I look
and that way.
When I look up at the stars, do they seem to stay stationary more or less, or are they moving in random directions?
The stars are the only thing that's consistent here.
Well, that's good. I look up.
I think we can navigate by the stars. They seem to be stationary, at least for the moment.
I'll stop and turn back.
Okay.
Well,
what direction?
We'll go this way.
Okay.
All right. Let's head that way.
I'll whisper to him as we're walking. You have no idea which way we're going, do you?
Maybe.
That's the most confidence we're going to be able to muster, though, so let's go.
As you bravely follow Finian through the path of pandemonium, it's ever-shifting terrain making the journey equal parts impossible and interesting. Nothing you see makes much sense, as if the entire island is nothing more than the primordial building blocks of reality warped together in ways that break your brain.
This is actually so therapeutic.
Yeah?
This is how I felt on the inside. You know what I mean? Like this was all of these like things. This is why I was so itchy all the time, because this is what was inside of me. But now
The furry mountains.
yeah.
That make me itchy.
Yeah, for sure.
Inverted unicorns.
And having that inside of you, it's just, it was a lot of tumult. And now we're walking through the tumult, and I don't feel itchy anymore on the inside. Outside, I feel kind of itchy, but that's fine.
So you're saying there is something good to Legal sorting souls into the correct path in the afterlife?
Yeah. And also, it's not good to repress things.
Yeah, that too. There are a few events while you travel that I've been told that I have to mention.
Oh.
The first being a dark cloud that appears from nowhere, darkening the land. And as the temperature drops, a shiver crawls up your spines. So rapidly, in fact, does the area chill and freeze over that it's like watching a time lapse of an ice age, with you all standing in the middle of it. I need everyone to make a DC 6 Constitution save.
Okay.
Nice.
I rolled a 6.
Taking 24 cold damage if you fail, or 12 if you succeed.
Just gonna bend a little bit of reality around me to re-roll that. Okay, now I'm good.
My God.
I didn't want to take damage, so I just twisted pandemonium a tiny bit.
Oh, no.
Then you find a giant panda bear sitting within a Zen garden, happily munching on bamboo.
What's a panda bear?
Great question. A bear that only exists here in Pandemonium. After,
Did it hurt? Did it hurt having to say that, Joey?
Yeah. Wow. Never am I letting them write an episode ever again. After it finishes a stalk, it loudly burps at the party with enough force to blow you each back 40 feet. I need you each to pass a DC 19 strength save.
Oh my goodness, that panda's belching.
I failed.
Yeah, no, I'm not
I
passing.
failed.
Those who fail take 13 bludgeoning damage from the sheer force of the burp. But if you pass, you're okay.
Wow, I rolled into the 20s on that one, so...
Got all that HP I got.
good.
Well, aren't you special, Nolan?
I am.
Yeah, you're special, aren't you? You're our special monk.
Wow. That makes me feel weird.
Finian, the fleeting soul of a pale elf, even by elf standards, grabs you by your shoulders, horror apparent in her purple eyes. Her blonde, nearly silver hair parts around wood antlers blooming with dying flowers. Channel, adapt, keep growing! And then, with a pained expression, she fades just as fastly as she appeared. Anyway.
Finian, you may be haunted.
Did we see that?
Yeah. You saw flickers of it. This entire time you've all seen flickers of all their souls, though it's like they're out of sync with you guys.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually, after who the fuck knows how long, you hear poetry. All along the watchtower, princes kept the view, while all the women came and went, barefoot servants too. Outside in the cold distance, a wildcat did growl. 2 riders were approaching, and the wind began to howl. Cresting a hill of flesh and carpet, you find an unfamiliar orc ghost wearing soldier garb, though notably no shoes. He elegantly tap dances to his tune, eyes closed as he moves through the steps.
I like that guy.
I'm gonna applaud.
He'll stop immediately and falter, but catch his feet quickly and look up to you guys. I never thought I'd see you again. And he rushes towards you and stops. How did you survive?
Wait, hold on, time out. Do you know us?
I know some of you.
Which one of us? I don't know you.
You don't remember? I'm Tipper. Tipper Skipfoot. I know you, Mo, and I know you, Tana, and Heen. I don't know these guys, though. Hi, I'm Chipper Skipfoot, and he reaches his hand out to shake your hands.
Hi, I'm J.R. Ranstar.
Finian Immortus.
Hi.
Are you just mad at me? Is that what this is? Is it for fleeing? I'm sorry. I couldn't quite... Well, you know, I told you battle doesn't do well with my stomach, and...
Can I roll a history check?
Sure. The DC for this is 1. I'm rolling that 1.
Okay, well, I rolled a 14. Wow.
You have no idea who this guy is.
Okay. Yeah.
You do, however, recognize the soldier garb. He's dressed like an orc soldier who would have fought in the Belior Rebellion against Emperor Kavus.
Yeah, no, Tipper from the rebellion.
Maybe we mooned him?
Oh. Does this look familiar? And then I'll moon him.
He'll scratch his chin. No, should it?
What about this one? And I'll pull my pants down.
No, I don't know who you are.
Would you like to?
Finian throws it. I throw my robes up over my ass.
Does this look familiar?
This is getting very out of hand. Even for the path of pandemonium, what is going on?
Do you mind showing us how you remember?
Showing you?
Yes, think of the memory and I can bring it forth.
Oh, sure, I can tell the story. And he'll close his eyes and concentrate.
While he's concentrating, I'll touch his hand gently so he doesn't notice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and pull that memory out, and I'll make a projection of kind of the highlights of what's going on in his mind.
You're playing this a movie? Ooh.
So Heen is playing a movie in the rest of our minds of what he's getting from.
I'm actually casting it, so it's like a hologram movie.
Right. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll pull some popcorn out of a tree.
His memory is flashing through a series of things. The one that sticks out that he unfortunately keeps going back to, no matter how much he focuses on other things, is him drowning in North Harbor. You see Emperor Kavus flood the entire city when he retook it. But eventually he can refocus his mind to, you see, Mo, Tana, and yourself, Heen, here in the Path of Pandemonium. And you're walking alongside him, and you're very weary. It's clear that something is stalking you. Something is ready to attack. And the moment it does, he flees. He doesn't get a good look at what it is. He's out of there, tap dancing away.
I'll stop making the projection. Either he's lost his mind or this is a bad omen of things to come.
Oh, wait. I saw some future stuff.
What?
I think he means he had a long rest. So
Yeah,
he
I
gets
forgot to roll.
Oh.
Okay. A 19 and an 11. Nice.
Is that relevant?
Is there any chance you're seeing a forward memory?
I look completely flabbergasted at this point. Has this happened or is this going to happen?
What? It happened. It was, time is weird. I don't know, a few weeks ago.
Well, people are like spirits are flashing in and out. Maybe because we're bodies here, we're experiencing time differently.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Nothing makes sense here. I can't imagine time would.
Well, where am I in Finian?
Oh no.
Probably dead again.
Huh.
Okay. Everybody knows what to do here. We will just change our behavior to make sure that whatever's about to happen isn't going to happen. So hold hands with a buddy and don't let go.
I'm going to tell you that doesn't work.
It's going to be fine.
I'll look over to Tipper and...
He already has your hand.
Okay. All right. I think you should
All
come
right.
with us.
I'll take Finian's hand in my left and Jair's hand in my right. Guys, hold
I'll start
hands.
swinging my hand.
Okay, that's fine. But hold Mo's hand.
I'm holding Tipper's hand.
Yeah, I'll,
You have two hands.
I'll link Mo and JR.
I'll let one of
Okay.
my hands off of
All
Tipper's
right.
hand.
So then we'll just keep walking Wizard of Oz style.
Yep, that makes
hand
sense.
in hand, and everything's going to be fine.
Right.
You said you were trying to find the shore.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you found it.
No. We just started walking not too long ago.
Well, as I told you then, When in a spot of trouble, I always ask my most wisest and most oldest friend for help. Come on, I'll take you to her. She can help us find a way out. Well, I'm stuck here. It's funny, I really thought I'd wake up in the path of solidarity, but I guess you don't really know yourself until you die, huh?
I don't even think Lagol
Yeah, no,
knows
I've died
people.
3 times.
You are an expert in dying.
Oh, maybe that's why I haven't met you yet.
Huh.
Oh no!
I'm gonna tighten my grip on JR's hand.
Pull out my punch card. Almost got that free sandwich.
Only 7 more deaths and I get a free Subway sandwich.
In hell.
He skips along, gracefully moving across the path of pandemonium like he vaguely knows his way around here. And eventually you all set up camp for the night. I guess it isn't really camp, more like a giant mansion.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is just entered through a door frame.
God, now this is living. JR is really digging this.
Some number of nights into this journey, perhaps 1, perhaps hundreds, JR is startled awake by a crow with antlers. Above you is not the rest of the mansion, but the endless starry night sky of Noctara. And all around you are just empty sleeping bags. You don't see Mo, Tana, nor Heen. Finian changes into a wolf, sniffing the air to catch their scent, but there's no time. Up ahead, the ground crests like a crashing wave. If you don't act fast, you'll be buried alive, both of you. And that's where we'll continue next time.
Deja vu. Wow.
If you wrote for this episode but didn't hear your contributions, fear not. The episode got really away from me, so some things will end up happening in the next episode. Anyway, thank you for listening to our podcast, and as always, a special thanks to our greater deities, Ricky, Linda, and the Diligent Protector, our deities, Zach, Vic, Alleycat, Jason, Hollymac, Melpomene, Pete M., Riot Andre, and Indy, our Celestials, Ironjaw, Little Lib, Nick, David Green, Virgil McClurkin, and Chris Kremkow, our heroes, Dave H., Chris Matowski, Catgirl, and Ray Kitsune, and all of our adventurers. If you want to affect the story like they do, come roll with us on Patreon. And if you want to affect the next episode, I'll let you still submit your sentences if you haven't already. So come join us.
Be nice.
And another thanks to SD Gaming for supplying our dice. We won't be releasing Chapter 45 next week since we'll be at Wyoming Pop Culture Con for the weekend of July 7th. Hopefully we'll see some of you there. Either way, we'll be back in 2 weeks and we'll return to our normally weekly schedule then. So see you then.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.